DoorDash is something that you're looking at if you've clicked on this video. I've been doing DoorDash for about a week now, and in this video I'm going to share with you what you can expect from the platform, as well as some tips and strategies, and answer the big question, is there any decent money? Hey, thanks for checking out the Prinsloo vlog. My name is PJ, and if this video adds some value to you, you might want to consider hitting the like button, or potentially if you're feeling a little sassy, you might want to hit that subscribe button too as well. Now, I started doing DoorDash because basically of COVID-19, my shifts at work got cut a little bit and I needed some way to supplement my income. To quickly answer the question, is there some decent money to be made? The answer to that question is yes. Yes, there is. There's been a few days where I've actually made more money than working my traditional day job. So there is definitely some money to be earned, but there's some things that you need to think about, which we'll go through in this video. Now I'm going to take you step by step through the delivery process with DoorDash so you know exactly what to expect. Once you open up the app, the first thing you're going to want to do is drive to where there is a hotspot. And a hotspot is an area with a lot of restaurants. Drive to that area or close to that area, then just park somewhere and wait. And here we go. We've got a delivery. You're going to get a text as well as an indication on your app. At first, I thought the texts were kind of annoying, but then I realized that sometimes the texts are coming through before the app does, and so it's actually quite helpful. If you decide to accept the job, hit accept, and it will show you details on where the restaurant is. You can hit directions, and it will plug into Google Maps and show you exactly how to get to the restaurant. Let's go. Once you arrive at the location, swipe arrived at location, and then it will show you what that person ordered and what you're picking up. Once we picked it up, we're going to check off the things that we picked up and then swipe that we've picked it up. And now we head to the location, which immediately pops up on the app showing you where you need to go. Hit directions, it will plug into Google Maps and show you how to get there. Now, let's drive to this place. Once you've arrived at the location, just slide after arrival is what it says on the bottom. Slide that over and lets the person know that you've just arrived. You can also text them or call them, and the app actually changes your number, so you're not actually calling them with your phone number. Once you've slid after the arrival, it'll ask you for your opinion of that delivery. You can say it went poorly or you can say it went good, and it gives you multiple reasons as to why you voted that thing. You don't have to do this, but sometimes when a restaurant takes a long time, or the person's house you're delivering to is just super difficult, or they don't make it easy, then I might comment on it from there. But otherwise, I'm usually pretty happy with it. You just swipe at the bottom and then it finalizes the order, and it'll give you a breakdown of what you earned for that order. And then it just puts you back in the queue and you wait for the next order. Okay, let's put together some final thoughts here about my experience with DoorDash. First of all, I think this is a great opportunity to put some extra money in your account every single month. It's not very hard work. You're just driving around, dropping off food. Unlike Uber, where you're having to put passengers and have people in your car. You can see by this video, my car is not super clean when I'm doing this. I probably should have cleaned it before I made the video. Anyway, great opportunity to put some extra money in your account. Maybe you want to pay off some debt. Maybe you're saving up for a big purchase in the near future and you want to put some money together. Awesome way to do it. Here's some things that you definitely want to be considering if you are serious about looking at DoorDash. First one, wear and tear and mileage on your car. This is the obvious one. In my personal opinion and my experience of doing this now for a couple of weeks, when I started making this video, it was 1 week. Now it's been about 3 weeks since I've been doing this. I don't think it's a lot of extra costs on my car wear and tear wise and gas wise, because in my normal job I was driving, I live in a suburb, and I was driving into another area of town, or the main area of town, and so I was driving a lot further in one way, whereas this, I'm driving about the same amount of distance, but now I'm just driving around in my neighborhood. So I don't think it's an exponential increase of wear and tear and gas on your car. Maybe a little bit incrementally, but overall not a whole lot, I don't think. What I do definitely realize is that there's a higher probability of getting into an accident. And what I had to look into was my insurance coverage, because if I'm on the road all that much more driving around, there's a higher chance of getting into an accident. And so I looked into my insurance, and I think that this is definitely something that you need to be considering if you're looking at DoorDash. My personal insurance of driving to and from work allows me to deliver a few days a month, and that's it. If you're looking at doing this full time, definitely look at getting the appropriate insurance for doing this work full time, because it is an exceptionally more insurance costs. Now, another thing to consider is you can now write off some of your wear and tear and insurance on your car doing DoorDash, because you're now considered a contractor. This is not just regular work. Now you are a business person who's contracting your services to this platform. So come tax time, you're going to be able to write off quite a few things that you were not able to write off before in terms of car expenses. So make sure you're looking at those things, considering how much you want to be doing this. Definitely look at your insurance provider. Another thing to think about is the data on your phone. You're going to be on the road using Google Maps a lot more, and your data costs are going to be going up. I'm using about 4 gigs a month. That's my plan, and I have been okay. It hasn't been anything exponential, but if I were to do this full time and regularly, there would definitely be an increase there, and I have to look at getting more data for my phone. Overall, I'm working about 3 to 5 hours a day on the weekends during the dinner time. So I'm not doing this a lot. But in those windows there, I'm making anywhere from $15 to $35 an hour on a busy day. So the platform is really great for earning some extra money, but if you're looking at doing this regularly, there's definitely some things to consider, which I've just mentioned. So overall, great platform, great service. I think DoorDash is pretty awesome. I'm surprised not more people are doing it. And please, don't more people do it too much, because then I imagine when there's more drivers, there's going to be less income to be made. But another thing to keep in mind, here's something I can maybe end with, is that DoorDash sets the amount of drivers per day. So you actually have to say, yes, I'm available at that time, and they lock you in. And if there's too many drivers, the platform actually cuts off the amount of drivers depending on the need for drivers at that time. So I think that's actually awesome that they do that, because it allows you to stay profitable while using the platform. But as it gets more saturated, getting those prime time hours might be a little bit more difficult. But there you go, some tips and tricks there, some general knowledge about DoorDash. I'm gonna leave in the card here, here's a link to another video, and in that video I'm gonna go through more specific tips and tricks and strategies, and even things that I've purchased to allow me to be more profitable using the DoorDash platform. But for now, this is a great start. If it's added some value to you, make sure to link in the comments below. Thanks for checking out the Prinsloo vlog, and I'll see you on the next one, yeah? Peace.